What's up? Mr.Dedicated is going to talk about narcissistic fathers. A lot of people talk about the mothers and the other symptoms of narcissistic abuse and other symptoms. But not many talk about the fathers. And they're not getting scot-free because they're evil. They're pure evil to the mothers and their children. And I come from a narcissistic father and a family dynamic who gave me a lot of trauma in my childhood. Now, I just recently, like 3 years ago, just finally started healing from it. I used to distract myself from my healing with sex and other things, so I had to feel those things, and I couldn't deal with my own demons pretty much. But narcissistic fathers are very abusive mentally and can be physically. And I remember one time I was at the dentist getting my braces getting fixed up, whatever, tightened up. And I thought I accidentally broke one on the way back home. And I figured I'll tell him the truth because I get less in trouble, right? And no, my head goes bouncing off the wall. Not the wall, the window, the car window. Didn't even apologize, nothing. Just didn't care. And that's the thing with two narcissistic fathers. They think they're always right. And they're never right. They're probably 99.9% always wrong. But they probably get that 1% in there that's probably right on a good day, maybe. Narcissistic fathers also triangulate their own children. And I have three brothers, and I'm the scapegoat. My youngest is the youngest is the golden child. And the middle, I don't know which one, how you would say that one, but he used to be the golden child until the youngest one got born, and he got devalued pretty much because the youngest one is the golden child now. And he would get jealous of that because it was like, I thought I was loved and all that stuff. But luckily, he moved out of the state that he doesn't have to deal with anybody here anymore. But the youngest one gets it worse kind of now because my narc father doesn't have that person to go after anymore. And when you come from a narcissistic family dynamic, it's like hell on earth. Like, it's hell. They're just horrible. They think they're great people because they go to church and all they do good things once in a while because they want that validation. That's what they want. A lot of narcs want validation. So they do something good once in a while. And I know a lot of people don't have fathers, but when you have a narcissistic father or mother, it's like you don't even have a parent. And especially as a man, it's really hard because we chase that love and validation from our fathers because we want that approval that we're doing good as a man. And that's like getting a gold medal in life. That's like getting the gold medal at the Olympics. But when you don't have that, you just feel like shit. You try to seek that love from something or anything that make you feel good. Like my uncle, for example, my uncle, he's not really a narcissist, honestly, and my grandfather was a narcissist, so all of them got the whole shebang. But because my uncle couldn't deal with the demons because of my grandfather, he went through drugs, and he was a very talented man, and he taught me more things than my father ever did. He taught me how to read. He took me to Florida. He just did things that a father should do. And it sucks that he went to drugs because I would have had a better, close relationship with him, honestly. But narcissistic fathers are very verbally abusive till you do what they want you to do. And if you don't, you're going to get it, pretty much. And they think they're doing it for your good. But they're doing it for their good. That's why a lot of men have rage inside when they don't have like their father around. Even women too, but kind of mostly men. But no, not mostly men. It's both sides. But like look at Mike Tyson. He didn't have his father around. He had that rage. You think he was a great boxer? You know how to box? Like no, he it made him more dangerous. He had a lot of rage inside that he will kill somebody with his bare hands because he has so much rage inside because of his past of his family and his father not being there. But this is where women need to start picking and choosing the right person to be fathers with, not just in their feelings. Because when you pick the wrong guy, that's a narcissistic father. Even men with women, you're just gonna give that kid trauma all day long. You're just gonna give that child all day long. This is why you need to start being picky with who you have children with. Because once you get with a narcissistic man and you make him a father, holy hell. Good luck. And I see it too, because my narc father mentally abused women to a point they are beat down and weakened. And my mother used to be the most happiest person as I heard. And once she started dating him, this wasn't mentally there anymore. Because he mentally drained her. Made her feel so weak and not loved, valued, nothing. And I remember as a child too, I had to pick over him or her, and I went with him. Because as a boy, you want your father. And I'm getting emotional with this. But I sometimes wish I went with her. Even though it would have been the greatest, because she was fighting for her life with the struggles she had, but she always sometimes would get through it. And that's what I learned that from her, is to keep fighting. And that's why I keep fighting, because I saw what she did. If she could do it, I can do it. But as men, we need to start healing. Because when we get with a woman or something, we don't want to bring that pain and take it out on her or the future children. We need to start healing and break curses from our families and the world. Because we need to make this world better. So as men, we need to start healing better. I understand we have issues with our fathers and mothers, but our healing is our responsibility. So let's get dedicated to our healing. That's all I'm gonna say here, but love y'all.